Let you know when you're on.
Okay.
You get the infield.
Have a good show, guys. Thanks for everything.
Yep, thank you.
Glad I could watch you do 3 or 4 games today.
Get the infield talk.
Ready?
What I'm going to say is what I'm not sure. Is it just that they want
Welcome to Kearns High School, Gates Field, and it's finally 2A playoff action. Scott Langford, Parker Fells have the action here at Kearns High School, and the first game of the day was supposed to start at 11 o'clock, but it's actually now going to start at 4:30, and it's the Manti Templars and the Grand Red Devils. And Parker, we've been here all morning long as the ground crews tried to work on this field and get it ready for this afternoon's game.
Yeah, it's been a long wait this morning, but finally ready to get some baseball going. We've got 2 powerhouses on the field today with Manti and Grand, two very good baseball teams, and we're excited to see some good baseball this afternoon.
So it's a 2A state baseball championships, and it'll be today, tomorrow, and Saturday. Now again, a big rain delay. The rain up in Salt Lake, it rained all day in Kearns, and they've been drying out the field. 20 bags of Diamond Dry as they've worked into this. The main concern was between third base and shortstop, so we'll be watching that all afternoon. But so far, we don't know how the rest of the night's going to go, but what we're looking at is this game starting now. The Beaver North Severe, the other quarterfinal game, will be coming up following this game. And then after that, we'll have to wait and see. We'll keep you posted as the UHSAA decides what they're going to do with tonight's games. We're not sure they're going to be able to play all 4 games that were scheduled here at this field tonight. Now, these 2 teams, Grand actually comes in as the number 1 ranked team out of Region 15, and they squeaked by Emory in the standings, so they took the first seed. They defeated Diamond Ranch at home, and they defeated them 6-5. Then they defeated Parowan by a score of 11-1 to make it to this quarterfinal game. The Manti Templars were the 2nd seed in Region 16. They were behind Gunnison, and they defeated South Severe easily 15-3, and then they defeated Millard 13-3. So the Manti Templars definitely on a roll in this last little bit of the season. Take a look at the season standings for all of 2A action, but for these 2 teams specifically. As we mentioned, Region 15 Grand was 10-2 in region play. They tied with Emory, but due to they were able to take that first seed on the coin flip. Grand Red Devils is 15-6 on the season, 16-4 for Emory, and then North Severe was the 3rd seed coming out of the Region 15 at 18-4. The Manti Templars, Region 16 champs, they tied with Gunnison, but due to the coin flip, the Gunnison Bulldogs end up with the number 1 seed, and the Manti Templars the number 2 seed. So we're starting to get ready to announce our players this afternoon, and it'll be Parker and I will have the action for you all afternoon long here at Gates Field. We'll take a break while they announce the players. We'll be back after this. This is the semifinal. Yep. Plug that thing. That wasn't too bad, was it?
No, I didn't have to say much.
We'll go starting lineups here in just 1 second. We'll do that.
Ladies and gentlemen, to honor America, please join us in the playing of our national anthem.
Once again, we welcome all of our listeners to this afternoon's game as we start off the championship bracket here at Grants Field. And if you're joining us late, we had a rain delay. This game was originally slated to start at 11 a.m. And we're starting time is now 4:30 p.m. Again, the other quarterfinal game is Beaver North Severe. That'll come up after this game, half an hour after the end of this game. So we'll try to bring that to you. Now let's take a look at the starting lineups for these two teams. First of all, Parker, for the home team, which in this case will be the Grand Red Devils. Starting in center field is Adam Jenkinson. The starting catcher will be Keel Schraft. Cameron Taylor will start in left field. Coy Cook will start on the mound for the Red Devils. Tanner White will be at first. And Michael McElhaney will be on second base. Kyler Nelson on third. Ronnie Dolphin will be in right field. And then the shortstop is Braden Ward. So that's the starting lineup for the Grand County Red Devils. For the Manti Templars, starting on the mound, the leadoff batter this afternoon is TJ Progreski. And then James Nelson will be the second batter, and he's playing shortstop. Seth Jenkins will be at second base. Tyler Albee will be on third base. Derek Wright in center field. Kelton Pritchard is the designated hitter for the Templars. Darren McLean will be in right field. Trevor Olson will be the first baseman. Kyle Robinson at the catcher position, and then Wesley Wright plays left field. And that's your starting lineup for this afternoon's baseball game. Right now it's Cook on the mound warming up for Grant, and we are very anxious to get this started. Beautiful stadium here at Grants Field, and it's a great place to play baseball.
It really is. We played here last year for the state tournament, and there's no experience like it to be able to play here at Gates Field. It's a registered major league field, and it's just a beautiful facility that they have here, and it's well taken care of, and it makes it that much better to play here.
TJ Progreski starts us off. So it's Cook versus Progreski as we start off the championship bracket of the 2A playoffs. Progreski now at the plate. Cook fouled off strike one on the first one. Progreski hangs on the curveball. It'll be strike one. As he takes his time. There's a little breeze coming into the field, probably 10, 15 miles an hour. Cook's second pitch coming. And another fouled off. That looked just like the first pitch.
Yep. Looked like Cook threw back-to-back curveballs there to Progreski.
Sorry, Parker. 0-2 the count to TJ. Leadoff batter for the Templars. Two pitchers face off to start this game. One at the plate, one at the mound. Pitch is coming, hit to the third baseman, fielded cleanly, throws across. Progreski almost runs it out, but it's good. It's a one out, so that's from the third baseman to the first one. It's one out for Manti.
Good solid hit there for Progreski, right at the third baseman. Looked like Cook threw 3 straight curveballs to record the first out.
Yes, he did. Now the shortstop, James Nelson, will come up for Manti with one down. Strike one. So 3 pitches, 3 strikes for Cook. Second pitch coming down and out. It'll be ball one. Second pitch is coming for Cook, and it's fouled off to the left side. That's Nelson. So the count's 1-2. One down. Cook with the pitch. Now that's hit deep to left field. Looks like it's going to be caught cleanly, and not even a flinch from the left fielder.
Yeah, that was a great hit there by Nelson. Hit the liner out to left field, and the catch is made by Cameron Taylor.
So Taylor looks like, I thought it was going to get a little bit over his head, but he didn't even move.
As did I.
And just caught it.
Yep. There for a minute, it looked like he misjudged it, so he was able to make the play.
So Seth Jenkins up for Manti. He's the second baseman. 2 up, 2 down so far for Grand. Pitch is coming low, and it's ball 1. Jenkins batting third, 2 down. Cook with the pitch. Down the middle, hit to the second baseman. Fielded cleanly, and it's 3 up, 3 down for Grand. And that's the way the Grand County Red Devils want to start. That's the end of the top of the first inning. No score here from Grant's Field. We'll be back with the bottom half of the first inning after this. They said I was really low on the headset. Could you tell that? Can we adjust for that, or is it... When I went to this, everyone was texting me saying I was way too low on the headset, so I switched to this, and it was a lot better.
That one's better, but the headset's low.
Yeah, this one's pretty low. We can use I think it's okay. Let's not play with it. Okay.
Just want me to talk a little louder?
Yeah, make sure it's right by your mouth,
Okay.
but yeah. Doing good? Yeah. Not bad, is it?
I don't know. Am I?
Yeah, you're doing good.
So that's what you're on right now.
This is what I'm on. Yeah. Listen to him and see if he's a little bit too low, if you would, when you get a chance.
You're still up.
Go ahead and plug us in. Welcome back. Bottom half of the first inning. And we got Manti now taking the field, and it'll be Progreski on the mound for the Templars. I was trying to get some stats on Progreski. I believe I have his season stats.
Yeah, TJ Progreski is a very impressive pitcher. After talking to the coaches, he is said to be their ace. So it'd be interesting to see him and Coey Cook go at it. Very impressive top half of the inning for Coey Cook.
Yeah, Cook actually on the season is 5-2, and Progreski is 7-2. So these two pitchers are pretty strong between them. And again, 3 up, 3 down in the top of the first inning. That's now it's Grand's turn. They'll try to tackle it on the Templars in the bottom half of this first inning. Again, welcome to Gatesfield as we start the championship bracket. We do have some scores for you that we'll update you on when we get a chance between innings. So Adam Jenkinson will lead off for Grand. He plays center field, and he'll be facing Progreski on the mound. First pitch of the bottom half of the first coming. Again, no score here from Gatesfield. And he fakes a bunt and pulls back in time. Said it was a ball. I thought he was going to get called a strike on that one.
I did too. Looked like a good pitch to me. I think Progreski thought it was a strike as well after his reaction.
Yeah. Progreski with the pitch, slow curveball, and ball 2. Pitch, that one's right down the middle, and strike 1. So 2-1 the count. 2 balls, 1 strike. Bottom half of the first inning. Progreski pitch coming high, swung, fouled off, and the count goes to 2-2.
Yeah, that pitch was a little high, and he went after it. Would have been ball 3, but
so Progreski delivers the pitch, and it's going to be hit down the line to the third baseman. Turns, fires, but overthrown, and going to be picked up by the first baseman, and it's going to go down as an error on the Manti Templars. First base runner on for the Devils.
kind of an odd hit ball, bounced high into the air off the ground, made it a tough play for the third baseman, and booted the throw, but he still stays at first as the first baseman hustles over to grab the ball.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's going to be ruled actually hit, because I mean it could be either. I'm not sure he would have had time even if he would have been able to make the play. There was a throwing
Hitter
error.
was very quick.
Schraft up for the Red Devils. He's the catcher. He bunts up. It's going to go to the pitcher. Progreski tries to throw, and the ball goes into center field, and it's going to be an error on the Templars that time, and two batters and two runners on. Parker with that one. The bunt it was kind of one of those weird bunts where it kind of popped up in the air, and Pogreski had a hard time getting to it, and then lost his foot as he bent down to pick up that ball. Cameron Taylor, the left fielder, pickoff move to second, and Jenkinson gets back in safely.
And on that bunt, probably a play he should go to first on, but I think he had the feeling that he could get that lead runner out and got ahead of himself and threw it into center field.
Yeah, little nerves early for the Templars. 2 runners on, no outs, bottom of the first. Pitches in, ball 1. Taylor take the sign from his coach. Coach Meter. This one pitched, strike 1. 1-1 the count. Had a nice talk with Coach Jared Meter of the Grand County Red Devils before the game. He talked about, his team was excited to be here. Pitch from Gretzky coming up, and another strike. Swing and a miss for Cameron Taylor. He's down in the count, 1-2. Taylor left, both those balls might have been just a little high. And
it seems that Pogreski's struggling a little bit with his control here in the beginning of the ball game.
Pitch down and out, 2-2 the count. Runners on first and second. Again, bottom half of the first inning, no score. Cameron Taylor up for Grant. Fouled off, batter stays alive, count stays at 2-2. Big lead off for Jenkinson out at second base. Here comes the pitch. Down, strike 3. So the first out is Cameron Taylor. 1 down for Manti. We're still runners on first and second.
Yeah, TJ's throwing with a lot of velocity. He's looking pretty good. I think that's going to be the most important thing this afternoon is throwing strikes, not putting those base runners on the bag.
Yeah, for both teams.
Yep.
Pogreski will talk to the catcher right. So Coy Cook, the batter, he's the pitcher, so it's the 2 pitchers now facing off. Cook in the cleanup position. Runners on first and second, 1 down. Pitches up, bunt is down up the left field line. Perfect bunt, and the pitcher throws to first. No good, and so it goes down as a single. Great bunt by Coy Cook.
Yeah, Scott, they don't get any better than that. Right down the line, and it moves the runner into scoring position, and we've got the bases loaded now for the Grand Red Devils.
So bases loaded, and the bases are going to be loaded for Tanner White, the first baseman. He's number 28. And so Pogreski in a hole early on here in this quarterfinal matchup. No score yet. Bases loaded, 1 down. Here's the pitch. High, ball 1. Pogreski pitching from the windup. Here's the pitch, down, strike. Down the middle, strike 1. Pogreski with another nice pitch down the middle, swing and a miss by White. 1-2 the count.
Yeah, it seems White's just a little late on his swing. The ball is just sneaking past him with the speed of Pogreski.
Pitch is coming. That one's going to be popped up, and it looks like it's going to be out of play. The catcher makes sure it is out of play, so the count remains 1-2. It's a big at bat for both teams. For the Manti Templars, an out here would be key. Bases loaded, 2 outs would be a much better situation for the Templars. For the Red Devils, they want to tack on a couple runs in the bottom half of this first inning. Pitch coming. Pitch is just miss outside, so that's ball 2-2.
Because they've got bases loaded either way. It's either you score, Gren's going to hit in a couple runs, or you hit into a double play and it's a killer. But good for Manti.
Pogreski Pitch down, fouled off. White stays alive. And count remains at 2-2. And now the count goes full, ball 3.
Big pitch here.
Comes a pitch, and it's going to be fly ball up the right field line. The right fielder's going to have a tough time getting over there as the ball tails out. And the wind just took that one.
Yeah.
Looked like it was going to go right up the line, but no play available. It'll be another at bat for White.
Definitely looked like it was going to be playable for that right fielder, but the wind just drifted it right out into the stands.
So the bases loaded, 1 down, full count. Tanner White at bat. Progreski with the pitch. High, and that ball's going to be ball 4. And that's a first run for the Grand Red Devils. And they score first. First walk allowed by either pitcher in the game. And that'll bring up... Now we've got Dalton McElhaney. And he plays second base. Base is still loaded, 1 out. 1-0 Grand. Progressi's pitch, swing and a miss by McElhaney. Strike 1. And it's going to be a ground ball to second base. Going to go to second. And got him at second. So second to the shortstop. And that'll be out number 2 for Manti. And another run scores for Grand.
Yeah, close play there to second. Looks as though the nerves are affecting Manti a little bit here in the first part of this ball game. As the first baseman actually chased for that ball as it was hitting the second baseman. They had no play at first, so there was no other option than to throw to second.
So Kyler Nelson up to bat. He plays third base for Grand. Still runs on first and third, 2 down. 2-0. Pitch down low, ball 1. Kyler Nelson at bat, fouls one off. That'll even the count at 1-1. McElhaney remains at first base with Coy Cook on third. Pitch is down, popped up. First baseman has a chance at it. In the sun, the ball tailing away. Makes the catch over his shoulder as he runs away. And that'll do it as he flies out to the first baseman. So fly to 3 for the third out of the inning. But more importantly, Grand tacks 2 runs on 1 hit with 2 men left on base. And that'll do it for 1 inning of play. 2-0 when we come back in the top of the second inning.
Who's the kid that got the
Welcome back to Gates Field. Scott Langford, Parker Fales bring you championship baseball action from the 2A classification. It's the Manti Templars and the Grand County Red Devils. And right now it was Grand in the bottom half of that second inning. 2 runs on 1 hit and a couple of errors, and they capitalize and they have the lead. Right now for the Manti Templars, it is Tyler Albee up to the plate.
Yeah, definitely those 2 errors for Manti came back to hurt them and resulted in 2 runs for the Grand Red Devils.
So now Manti has the opportunity to come back. It's a cleanup hitter, the 4-batter, and the 3rd baseman, Tyler Albee. Cook on the mound for Grand. First pitch of the top half of the second inning is a strike 1 curveball down the middle. Has a nice pitch, broke nicely.
Yes.
Looked like it was going to be high and then just dropped right in
Seeing
there.
a lot of curveballs by Cook here, really.
Yeah, we have. First inning, 3 up and 3 down for Cook. Pitches in and miss outside low. It'll be ball 1.
Which is interesting because last year Cook was known to overpower you with his velocity, and this year looks like he's throwing a lot of junk.
Pitches a miss, curveball up and in, and it'll be ball 2 for Albee. One and 2 and 1 the count. Now 3 and 1 as he misses outside. Now Cook's going to have to come right to the hitter.
Yeah, great. This is the situation you want as a hitter.
Yeah, this is your hitter's pitch right
Great
here.
chance for Albee to capitalize.
And it looks like it was high, missed high. It'll be ball 1. First walk, first run on base for the Manti Templars. And the catcher for Grand will take the ball out to Cook, talk to him for a second. That's Schraft. Next up for Manti will be the center fielder, Derek Wright.
As the Grand Red Devils infielders move in, anticipating a bunt here, which is very, very likely to move that runner into scoring position.
No outs. We're in the top of the second inning. And the pitch is high, ball 1. Albee remains at first base, takes a lead. And it's going to be a single to left center field. And it's going to move Albee up to second base. So the first hit of the game for the for the Manti Templars is Derek Wright, the center fielder.
Yeah, perfectly placed ball. Hit it right over the shortstop's head. The center fielder fields it. So that was a nice piece of hitting there.
Now Manti has the first 2 batters of the inning on the base. No outs. And now it's going to be the designated hitter, Kelton Pritchard, up to the plate. No outs. Again, Grand up 2-0. Cook with the pitch. Fouled off. Strike 1. Both of these teams are really mirror images of each other. Both have 4 seniors and some juniors and a couple sophomores playing, so
You're right.
very interesting.
Very similar teams.
Cook with the pitch, low, ball 1. Count even at 1-1.
Both are known to be very lethal with the bats, so they put up some big numbers this year.
Yeah, both teams very effective hitting squads. 1-1 with the pitch, and it's going to be hit up the left field line. Oh, error on Grand, and that's going to score 1 for Manti. And the runners advance. Pritchard's going to go. He's going to remain at first base. But
Wow, Scott, that was a big play there. I mean, the third baseman with a chance of possibly turning a triple play, if not a double play, as the ball's hit right at him with the force on at third, and he just took his eye off the ball, and the ball slips into left field. Very unfortunate for the Templars.
so both teams with some early game jitters here at Parker, as the Manti showed that in the bottom half of the first. Now Grand with a couple mistakes, with a walk, and now with the error, and it's 2-1. Grand with the lead. Runners on first and third. Here's the pitch. Pitch is strike one. Strike one for McLean.
Excuse me, Scott. Another curveball by Coey Cook.
Pritchard remains at first base. McLean 0-1 count. Pitch is outside, 1-1.
Yeah, definitely playing on Gatesfield, playing with all these fans here, it definitely gives you the jitters, and it's a little bit different than what you're used to coming from a 2A school in a small town.
Yeah, it is. It's a nice venue. Cook with the windup and the pitch. Ball low. That one also a curved ball. 3-1 the count. Excuse me, 2-1. Cook and the catcher agree on the pitch. McLean 2-1. Here's the pitch. Inside high. It'll be 3-1. And once again, Parker's mentioned, here's your hitter's count.
Big pitch here.
So runners on first and third, one down. McLean at the bat. 3-1 the count. It's 2-1 Grand with that one runner lead. As fouled off, count goes full. Now the pitcher has a little more flexibility. And Pritchard remains at first base.
Batter's definitely got to be on his toes here.
Yes, they do. So the right fielder, Darren McLean, full count. Here's a pitch from Cook. Pitch is, strike three called, and it'll be 2 outs.
Beautiful pitch, looked like it came in just on the outside corner. Good pitch by Coey Cook.
So 2 down now, and Trevor Olson, the first baseman, up for Manti. And again, runners on first and third, 2 down, 2-1, Grand with a 1-run lead. Olson pitched down low, ball 1. Cook lost his footing a little bit on that one.
Yeah. I'm sure these field conditions will have a little bit of play here in these games here today, with all the rain they've had.
Not bad considering as we look at the infield, you don't see big clumps. Pitch coming, and this one's going to be past the catcher, and in comes the Manti Templar. Play at the plate, no play that is, and Tyler Albies ties it up at 2 apiece.
Yeah, that's a killer for the Red Devils with 2 outs and looking to get out of the inning. Tying run comes in.
So Pritchard will move over to second base. So now 2-2, 2 outs, and Olson at the plate. And he's got a 2-0 count. 2 balls, no strikes for the Manti Templar first baseman. Cook was flawless in the first, but little struggle in this top of the half of the second inning, that is.
Definitely a little shaky here.
Cook with the pitch and strike, swing and a miss. Now it's 2-1. Two and 1 to Trevor Olson, 2 down. Pritchard on second. Cook with the pitch. And it's going to come across. That was a beautiful breaking ball, 2-2.
Yeah, that curveball's been very effective for Coey Cook here in the early part of this game.
Big pitch for Coey Cook. Pitch coming in the dirt. Nice pickup by the catcher. It'll be full count again for Cook.
Yeah, one thing I think that's difficult on these pitchers, and when you get those base runners on, it puts a lot of stress on that pitcher. That's when they become a little shaky.
So Coey Cook with the full count, 2 down. We're all tied at 2 in the top of the second inning. 2-2. Here's the pitch. Pitch is up, but a swing and a miss. That's strike 3 for Olson. That'll be the second out. I said there was 2 outs. There was only 1. Now there's 2.
Now we have 2.
Kyle Robinson, the catcher. Pritchard's on second, 2 down. And the pitch is hit foul down the right field line. We recognized it in the camera. A little hard to see first and third, but hope we'll try to describe all the action for you. So 0-1 the count.
Yeah, there's a lot of new faces here on this Manti Templars team. They had a good team last year with a lot of seniors and a lot of new faces this year.
Here's the pitch. Low, ball 1. Counts 1-1. Just a reminder, coming up next, we'll have for you the Beaver North Severe game and then other games to follow. And we'll keep you posted on some other scores. Pitch from Cook, and it's going to be hit deep to right field. The right fielder's on the run, but it's going to go over the right fielder, hit near the fence, and it's going to bring in Pritchard and third base. They're going to make a try at it. Kyle Robinson going to third. Here's the throw, not in time. Robinson with the triple.
Yeah, great piece of hitting there. The pitch is outside corner, and he takes it to right field. Textbook hitting there. And as the right fielder struggles to pick up the ball, Robinson is able to slide in for a triple.
Yeah, just, we saw in the first inning that when the ball was hit the left field, it kind of held up, but that one just kept going. The right fielder made a nice play on the ball, but it was just deeply hit by Kyle Robinson.
Sharp hit ball.
So the Manti Templars come back, take the lead 3-2 in the top half of the second inning. There's 2 outs, and Robinson, of course, on third base after the triple. Second hit of the inning for Manti. TJ Pogreski back to the plate. He's the leadoff batter for Manti. Pitch from Cook. Ball 1.
Another curveball.
Cook looks at Robinson on third. Here's the pitch, and it's going to be a strike 1 as he catches that outside corner. And Cook fields the little ground ball to the pitcher from Pogreski, and that'll do it for the top half of the second inning. And Pogreski grounds out to the pitcher, so 1-3 for the third out of the inning. Manti will score 3 runs on 2 hits, and they leave 1 man on base with 1 error for Grand. So 3-2 when we come back to play the bottom half of the second inning. Welcome back to Gates Field. Scott Langford, Parker Fales. It's 3-2 Manti as we start the bottom half of the second inning. And so it's going to be Ronnie Dolphin who will start off the inning for Grand.
And yeah, Manti showing some resilience coming back there on the top part of the second inning with some big hits and putting 3 runs on the board.
First pitch is fouled off by Dolphin. It'll be 0-1 the count. Couple scores for you. Looks like Gunnison defeated South Summit Academy 8-4, and then Emory defeated South Severe 10-2. So there's a couple scores for you. Now we're going to look at the bracket. Looks like tonight there will be 3 games played here at this field. It'll be Beaver North Severe, and then it'll either be Parowan.
Believe that
The winners of Millard, South Summit, Parowan, Delta will play.
I believe Millard was the winner in that Millard South Summit game.
Okay. The ball's knocked up in the air by Dolphin. Let's see if there's a play for it by Progreski, and there is. So it'll be a fly to the pitcher, and that'll be 1 out for Grand. Now for Grand, it'll be Braden Ward, the shortstop, with 1 down. So it looks like we'll have Millard, and the winner of Parowan Delta will be the nightcap here at this field. Progreski with the pitch. Strike 1. That pitch has been consistently called by the umpire.
Yeah, he seems to like that outside corner pitch. Definitely in the pitcher's favor.
And no one's complaining. The umpire just took one right in the chops as knocks his mask off, and hope he's okay. That was a pretty big shot to the head on the foul ball.
Hopefully he got his mask. I couldn't tell there if it hit him on the side of the head where there was no protection or if it got him in the front part of the mask.
I think it got him right on the mask.
Good.
So he takes a minute to check himself. So now it's Braden Ward, who has an 0-2 count. Progreski ahead on this one. Now Ward has to protect. 1 out in the bottom half of the second inning. 3-2 Manti with the lead. Pitch just missed. Ball 1. So 1-2 the count. I'm surprised Ward was able to hold off on that one with the 2-strike count. The nerves of steel there. Pitch for Progreski, and that one's a strike 3. Swing and a miss. It'll be 2 outs.
Progreski seeming to settle in here now, Scott.
Yes.
He has some confidence behind him and confidence in his shoulders and looking to settle in.
That'll be the center fielder, Adam Jenkinson, the leadoff batter for Grand. And last time he got on an error. And then he could hit it into right field, and Manti's right there, makes the catch, and a fly ball. So 3 up, 3 down for the Templars in the bottom half of the second inning. No runs on no hits, no one left on, and after 2 complete innings, it's 3 for Manti and 2 for Grand. Welcome back to Gates Field. Scott Langford and Parker Fales as we bring you Manti Templars and the Grand County Red Devils. Right now it's Manti 3 and Grand 2 as we start at the top of the third inning. Coy Cook stays on the mound for the Grand Red Devils, and it's James Nelson, the shortstop, up for Manti. He hits a pitch to the third baseman. The throw is in time, and it's 1 away. That was quick.
Yeah, good play there by the third baseman to get over to the first baseman in time to record the first out of the inning.
That'll bring up the second baseman, and that'll be Seth Jenkins for Grand. At his last at-bat, he hit to the second baseman and was thrown out.
Yeah, very strong hitter here, known to have a powerful bat.
Talked to his dad, Coach Jenkins, before the game. Just a pleasure to talk to him.
Yeah, great guy.
Jenkins takes a strike 1 pitch. Curveball, not the pitch he wanted to hit.
Nasty curveball there by Coy Cook.
0-1 the count. One down. And it's going to be hit into the gap into right center field. That one will go as a single or a double. It looks like a single for Jenkins. And yes, it is.
Yeah, a good piece of hitting there. It's on the outside half of the plate. He takes it to right field.
That's the third hit of the game for Manti. And that'll put Jenkins on first base with one down. And it's Tyler Albee up at the plate. Last time he walked, produced the first run for Manti. 3-2. Our score, one down, top of the third. Albee hits it up the middle of the plate. Another single for Manti, and that'll move Jenkins up to first base.
Templar's bat starting to come alive here. Scott, that's a shot right up the middle, right past Coey Cook.
Two straight singles for Manti. One down, and it's going to be Derek Wright up, the center fielder. Last time he hit a single to left field. We talked about it early in the game that both of these teams hit the ball quite well, score a lot of runs.
They do. Both teams seem to be a little shaky here, but looks like Manti's starting to settle in and feel comfortable about things.
There's a pitch from Cook. Right. Ball one. Jenkins and Albee on first and second. Right with the 1-0 pitch coming from Cook. Pitch is hit high into left field. It's going to be a playable ball. Runners tag up. And it's going to be taken by the center fielder. That's two down for Manti.
Yeah, the ball's hit a mile high into the sky, and Jenkins makes a nice play on it out there in the center field.
So that brings up Kelton Pritchard for Manti, number 23. He's the designated hitter. And last time up, he got on an error on the third baseman. So two down, runners on first and second for Pritchard. Cook set with the pitch. And it's going to be hit to the shortstop, fielded, and out at second base. That'll end the inning. So Grand dodges a bullet on that one. They'll leave two men on base as we end the top half of the third inning. We'll start at the bottom half of the third inning, and it'll be the catcher, Kyle Schraft.
Number 25, Kyle Schraft.
Kyle Schraft. And Schraft got on an error last inning.
Sorry, Scott. That north wind starting to die down here at Gatesville.
Yeah, we started with a north wind down, and now the flag is straight down to the ground, so no wind whatsoever. Schraft at the plate. Pitches in low, ball one.
I'm sure the outfielders can appreciate that flag pointing straight at the ground.
Makes it a lot simpler, doesn't it?
It does.
1-0 pitch coming. That one hits the inside corner. Beautiful pitch by Progreski. So evens a count at 1. Two very deserving teams here in the quarterfinals. Grand and Manti. It's 3-2 Manti with the 1-run lead. Pitch swing and a miss for Kyle Kraft.
Yeah, both schools known to have great baseball. And both of their schools very, very respectable.
1-2 the count. Progreski throws low, just misses. Ball 2. 2-2 the count to Schraft. Last time Kyle took the very first pitch and got on. This one he's at the 2-2 count. Pitch from Progreski is in, fouled off right back at us, and then the count remains 2-2.
Yeah, I've been very impressed with the pitching here early. It's been good performance by both Progreski and Coey Cook. They've had a little bit of struggle from their infielders, but they're getting the job done.
Yeah, so far a good game. 3-2 is the score. Manti on top by 1. There's the pitch for Progreski, hit deep to center field. Looks like the center fielder has a beat on it, and it's going to be caught by the center fielder. That's 1 down.
Yeah, Wright with a good read on that and gets over to make the play in the right center field gap.
Center fielder Derek Wright, you're right. So Cameron Taylor, the left fielder, $4 grand up. Last time was a strikeout for Taylor. This one's hit deep to right field. Right fielder on the run, catches it over his shoulder. That's 2 outs quickly for Manti.
Yeah, the outfield coming up big here for Progreski as the right fielder runs over near the foul line to make that play. A good catch over his shoulder to record the second out of the inning.
You're right, Parker. Already 5 fly balls to the outfield. And Manti so far able to catch all those. Coy Cook now, and he had a single at his last at bat. A beautiful bunt up the left field line. Here's the pitch. This was hit deep into left center field. And Manti Templars there, and the catch made by the left fielder. And again, it's 3 up, 3 down for Manti, as now after 3 innings, it's 3-2, Parker. Welcome back to Gates Field. Scott Langford, Parker Fells. 3 innings down, and it's a close ball game, as one would expect, between 2 top-ranked teams. It's the Manti Templars 3 and the Grand Red Devils 2 as we start the top of the 4th inning.
Yeah, that's what's nice about up here at Kearns. The first day you get a battle out of the best, and it's a treat to get to watch these teams play baseball.
A lot of fun. So far it's really been the matter of Manti with 4 hits in the game, and only 1 hit for Grand. So that's the difference in the game. Manti with a couple of errors in that first inning to allow those 3 runs, but then they righted the ship and were able to tack on a couple more runs later on. So it's 3-2 as we start now. And for the Manti Templars, batting, let's see, Darren McLean will be the batter. He plays right field. First pitch is hit, and that one is going to be a single into center field. And so nice hit for McLean.
Yeah, sharply hit ball by McLean, hit right back up the middle towards the center field, and it was hit so hard that the center fielder had no chance to make the play.
Yeah, good.
Watch it take a bounce.
Good start for Grand County as they start that at the top of the 4th inning with a leadoff single by Darren McLean. Now it's Trevor Olson, the first baseman, as he's up. Here's the pitch, strike one. Swing and a miss.
Big swing there by Olsen.
Last time up, Olsen with a strikeout. Here's the pitch from Cook, and that one's going to be hit. Another hit into shallow center field, and another single. So 2 up and 2 singles for Manti.
The Templars bats are coming alive in the top part of the 4th inning.
Now Kyle Robinson, the catcher's up. Last time he hit a triple into right center field. Well, just into right field, really, over the right fielder's head.
An RBI.
No outs, 2 runners on. Manti with a 3-2 lead, top of the 4th inning. Here's the pitch, strike one on Robinson. McLean at second, Olsen at first, with Robinson at the plate. And Cook in the stretch. Here's the pitch. Low, ball one. That evens the count at 1-1. There's a pitch from Cook. High, ball 2. 2-1 now the count. Manti historically a good hitting team, as is Grand. 2 of the top scoring offenses in the 2A classification this year.
Yeah, it makes for a very exciting baseball game.
Pitch inside corner, strike 2. That evens up 2-2. Beautiful pitch by Cook.
Yeah, perfect right over the inside corner. Tough pitch for the hitter to hit.
No outs, runners on first and second. 2-2 pitch coming from Cook. Here it comes. Cook gets a strikeout on Robinson as he chases the curveball, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Yeah, that's a great pitch there by Cody Cook. His curveball has been very effective for him here in the first 4 innings of this ball. He's been going to it a lot.
TJ Progreski now back up, leadoff batter for Manti, and he's had 2 grounders thrown out, so he'll be looking for his first base hit of the game. He leads the Templars in hitting. Strike 1 on Progreski, a little low outside.
Big lead there by McLean. I'm surprised to not see a throw to second by Cody Cook.
Progreski with 0-1. And there he does look back. He got a little too far away. And so Cook stepped back off the rubber and said, you can go back to your base. Progreski ready at the plate, 0-1. Pitch from Cook. Almost hit him. Going to be inside, ball 1. Pretty close.
Yeah. His team in the dugout's yelling at him to take that one, but I don't blame him for getting out of the way.
I was never the guy that wanted to stand in and take the pitch. I know some guys who liked it, but I was just never one of them.
No, that's not for me.
Progreski, 1-1, and that's going to be, he went after that one, so that's going to be 1-2. The count on Progreski.
Yep, and moves both the base runners into scoring position as the ball gets away from the catcher.
So McLean goes to third, and Olsen will go to second on the pass ball. One down, top of the 4th, 3-2 Manti. 2 men on base for Progreski with a 1-2 count. Progreski calls timeout. Now Olsen takes a huge lead on second base as he's got the little safety with McLean on third. Progreski with the pitch, and that one's going to be hit to the second baseman, and it's going to be mishandled, and they are going to get Progreski at first, but it'll be an RBI for Progreski. That moves the Manti Templars to 4-2.
Yeah, TJ Progreski coming up big there. He's a great athlete, and he puts that ball into play on the right side of the field, making it making it very easy for McLean to come in and score a run for the Templars.
So an RBI for TJ Progreski, and James Nilton will come to the plate for the Templars. He is 0 for 2 in the game so far, with flies out to the left fielder and a hit to the third baseman in the last inning. 2 down with Olson on third base. Here's the pitch from Cook. Going to be high, ball 1. Scores 4-2. Favor of the Manti Templars with 2 down and a runner on third. Cook with the pitch, and it's going to be hit to the third baseman. Going to be a tough play to make for the third baseman. Throws and got him just in time. Great play by the third baseman for Grand. That'll do it.
That was a great play on it was a softly hit ball, and the third baseman came charging in to get it over to first to make the play.
So the Manti Templars score 1 run on 2 hits with 1 man left on, and going into the bottom of the 4th inning, the score is 4-2, favor of the Templars. Four to 2 our score. Manti over Grand. Grand comes up to bat in the bottom of the half of the 4th inning, down 2, and it'll be number 28, the first baseman, Tanner White. He walked his first at bat, and this will be his second opportunity. Progreski remains on the mound for Manti. Progreski with the pitch, strike 1. Boy, he's been very consistent with that one spot.
He has. He's been doing very well with that fastball to the outside corner.
Progreski with the second pitch. Kind of lost his footing on that one. Oh no, strike 2. I was going to say it looked good, but he lost his footing and almost fell down.
Yep, throws a curveball in there for strike 2, and he did. He lost his footing as he came down with his follow through.
Third pitch is going to be hit into the gap. Single by number 28, Tanner White, into left field.
Wow, I'm actually surprised that White got a hold of that as a high inside ball, and he kind of took a hack at it and just hit it right by the third baseman. Good hit for White. With 2 strikes as well.
Leadoff single for Tanner White. So Grand has a base runner to start this bottom half of the 4th inning, and that'll bring up Dalton McElhaney and the second baseman for Grand. Pitch. That'll be a strike 1 on the attempted bunt by McElhaney. Grand looking to advance those base runners.
Yeah, looking to play a little bit of small ball to put that runner in a scoring position.
Just a reminder, coming up next, you can watch Beaver North Severe pickoff move to first, and White able to get back in time. 0-1 the count on McElhaney. Progreski with the pitch. Just misses. Ball 1-1.
Yeah, that curveball just broke a little too late. Goes into the outside corner.
No outs, runner on first, 1-1 the count. Progreski goes back to first base, and White back safely again. Progreski not interested in allowing a stolen base. No stolen bases yet in this game. A couple advances on pass balls, but no stolen bases. Progreski, strike 2, 1-2 the count.
Yeah, both of these catchers here, Robinson for Manti, both are known to have strong arms here. It makes it tough for these base runners to advance on a steal.
Progreski ahead in the count, 1-2. Pitches in, strike 3, and that'll be the first out of the inning for Manti. That'll bring up Kyler Nelson, who flew out to the first baseman his last at-bat. And he has Tanner White still on first base with 1 down. Here's the pitch from Progreski. Fouled off, strike 1.
Matt, in these last 3 innings, Progreski's been throwing the ball very well, starting to show his dominance here.
Yeah, he started off a little bit shaky in that first inning, but he certainly has steadied the ship after. I wonder if they're going to try to sneak White up to second base here pretty quick. Second strike fouled off. So strike 0-2 the count to Nelson. And the wind's picked back up from the north. Not a stiff wind, but a wind nonetheless.
Yeah.
I'd rather have that southwest off the California coast.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
It's a little cold. Pitches up and hit up high into right field. Looks like the right fielder is there. White will tag up and go back to his base as is caught for the second out of the inning for 2 outs. Ronnie Dolphin, who flew out to the pitcher last time, will now step in.
Ronnie Dolphin.
And again, runner on first base is Tanner White. Now Graham may push this runner just a little bit. We'll see what happens.
I'd be surprised if they didn't try to get that runner in a scoring position.
Progreski fills it also, and he puts Dolphin back on his base.
Wasn't a real aggressive move. I think he just wanted to let him know that he knows he's there and he's got his eye on him.
Yeah, I think Progreski feels it coming also. Pitch down, strike 1 to Dolphin. 0-1 the count. 2 down, runner on first.
Progreski's, he is very quick releasing them all. It makes it very difficult for a runner to steal.
Here's the pitch, strike 2. 0-2 the count. Now Progreski way ahead. Trying to keep Tanner White on first.
The outfield for Manti has been very strong. That makes it a lot easier on the pitcher.
0-2 the count. Progreski outside, ball 1. Good spot. A little missed the plate. Good 0-2 pitch.
Yeah, that's what my coach always said. If you're going to miss, that's a good place to miss.
It is.
Outside, not over the plate.
Yep. 1-2 now the count. 2 down. Oh, and the batter's going to get hit. Dolphin will advance on a hit pitch. And definitely Progreski not happy about that one, as that puts 2 runners on now with Braden Ward up to the plate. He plays shortstop for Grand. He struck out his last at bat.
Yeah, that pitch looked like it got away from Progreski a little bit, and it hit.
Yeah, he was
Batter right square between the shoulders.
and he was doing all of the body English trying to get that ball to come back over the plate. Couldn't quite get it done though with his with his body from the mound. So runners on first and second, bottom of the 4th inning. 4-2, Manti on top. Grand with 2 runners on. Here's a pitch from Progreski, strike 1. Ward the shortstop. That pitch is high. Again, kind of lost some footing on that one.
Yeah.
You got to give the ground crew a lot of credit. The field was very muddy, and it looks pretty ideal out there right now.
Definitely.
This pitch, strike 2, swing and a miss.
Yeah, they're very talented at what they do and getting this field prepared to play these games today. It's great to have a field crew that can do that for you.
So 1-2, a big at bat for Grand as they try to even the score. They're down 4-2. Here's the pitch from Progreski. High, got away from him a little bit. You know, you talked about Progreski's control honing in, and then he's struggled since. You did the pitcher's jinx.
Yep, he's kind of making me eat my words here this inning.
Yeah, he is. 2-2 the count. Here's the pitch. That one's fouled off. The batter stays alive. Good job by Ward. 2-2. Progreski with a 2-2 count. Here's the pitch, and he gets him looking. That's strike 3. And Manti dodges a bullet on that one as they get their third strikeout. They leave 2 men on with 1 hit of the inning. That makes it 3. But after 4 complete innings of play, it's Manti 4, Grand 2. New pitcher in for Grand is Dalton McElhaney, and he'll start at the top of the 5th inning as Manti's Seth Jenkins comes up. So Coy Cook moves to right field, which also moves the starting left fielder, Cameron Taylor. He'll move to left field. Did I get that right? No, Ronnie Dolphin will move from left field to right field. Ball 1, first pitch to Jenkins. Now I think I got it right.
Yep, you got it now.
Okay. So McElhaney, ball 1 to Jenkins. Second pitch low, ball 2. 2-0 the count.
Now that's always tough on a pitcher just coming in and throwing 2 straight balls. That hurts your confidence a little bit.
Pitch is up, outside, ball 3. So Jenkins in a hitter's position with that 3-0 count.
Yeah, McElhaney seems to be a little nervous up there on the mound by watching his by his actions.
Comes the pitch, inside strike 1 corner, and a nice pitch by McElhaney on that one. 3-1 now the count for Jenkins. Here's the pitch from McElhaney, strike, and it's going to be out of play on the right side, so the count goes full. So McElhaney battles back and with the full count. Again, a half an hour after the conclusion of this game, we'll bring you North Sevier and Beaver, the other quarterfinal game in the championship bracket. I guess you call it the no-loss side of the bracket. 3-2. Here's the pitch from McElhaney. Pitch is in. Strike 3. So retires his first batter with a strikeout.
Very impressive by McElhaney, showing resilience and coming back and getting that strikeout for the Grand Red Devils.
Tyler Albies up now. He's 1 for 1 in the game so far, with a walk. This one's hit foul, strike 1. McElhaney 2-1 on the season for the Red Devils. Here's the pitch, and it's going to be inside. Almost hits Albie. He'll take a ball 1. Looks like the other pitcher, Kyler Nelson, for Grand, and Cameron Taylor will also pitch a few innings.
Yeah, both have pretty impressive stats on the year. The 1-1 pitch down and out, so it's 2-1.
Again, we're in the top of the 5th inning. It's 4-2, Manti with a 2-run lead. No one on, 1 out. 2-1 pitch, and it's going to be fouled off. 2-2 now, the count for Tyler Albee. Albee bats in the cleanup position for Manti. Pitch is in, down, chased by Albee, and it'll be strikeout number 2. So 2 up and 2 strikeouts for McElhaney.
Yeah, very impressive coming in right off the bat and getting 2 strikeouts on 2 good hitters as well.
Derek Wright, the center fielder, up now for Manti. He's 1 for 2 with a single to left center in his first at bat. Pitch is down, ball 1 for Derek Wright. Top of the 5th, 2 down, 4-2 our score. Manti with a 2-run lead. Wright with a 1-0 count. Make that 2-0, and that's a ball high. McElhaney's gone to deep in the count. Both batters previous. This one's a 2-0 count. Here's the pitch, strike 1.
Yeah, he seems to like battling as he puts himself behind in the count and comes back through in the latter end of the at bat.
There's the pitch from McElhaney, 2-1. Strike 2. Nice position with the breaking ball. 2-2.
Great pitch there, almost unhittable right there with that curveball down low at the knees.
Pitch almost hits the batter. Wright gets out of the way. That'll be ball 3. Full count again for McElhaney. Pitch going to be hit. Oh, just foul. That one would have been a lot of some extra bases had that remained fair.
That would have been trouble for the Red Devils, definitely.
But it went outside the third base bag. And they're going to have the left fielder grab that ball.
Yeah, McElhaney doing a good job of coming in and relieving Coy Cook of some innings, because up here in the state tournament, the innings come up to be big here, as you're only allowed 14 for the entire tournament.
Yeah, and it's interesting in the no loss bracket. It's a doable thing, but when you get down into that, you have to play yourself back into it. The innings become critical.
Yeah.
So Wright with a 2-2 count, full count. Hits a pop-up. It's going to be to the first baseman. Might be a little bit of trouble. Right fielder comes to second baseman, calls off, and he's going to make that catch. And that'll be the 3rd out. 3 up, 3 down for McElhaney in the top of the 5th inning. The score remains 4-2 Manti when we come back. Well, starting off at the bottom of the 5th inning, it'll be Progreski remaining on the mound. He's pitched all 4 innings so far as he starts the 5th. It's 4-2 Manti on top, and Progreski will be facing the leadoff batter, Adam Jenkinson, and Jenkinson is 0 for 2 so far today. He did score Grant's first run as he got on an error. I still don't know if that's an error. It could have either been a hit or an error.
It's on either way.
Not official scorebook. So Jenkinson up to the plate. Here's the pitch. Strike 1, catches that inside corner. That's not a place Progreski's gone much, but that was a pretty pitch.
Yes, that was perfect pitch. Very difficult for the hitter to hit that pitch.
And there's a foul off, strike 2. So Progreski ahead in the count, 0-2.
Yeah, Progreski keeping Jenkins on his toes with 1 right on the inside corner, and then he heads right for the outside corner.
Jenkinson with 2 triples this season. That one's going to be fouled off, keeps it alive. Those leadoff batters typically are your guys that have nerves of steel that stand in there and will do exactly this, foul off. You know, he had the breaking ball. He was sitting on the breaking ball and just fouled it off. Not the pitch he wanted, but he stays alive. 0-2 the count. No outs. That will be inside ball 1. And Jenkinson did all he could except for lean into the ball to get hit on that one.
I think he was hoping to get hit on that one.
1-2 the count. Again, bottom 5, 4-2 Manti on top. There's a hit up the middle. It's going to be a single, leadoff single for Jenkinson. And he battled. That was a great at bat for the batter.
Yeah, he battled with 2 strikes and hits it right back up the middle over top of the head of Progreski. And that's a base runner for the Red Devils, exactly what they need when they're down here in the game.
So 2 hits in the game so far for Grand. And again, they're down 4-2. Leadoff batter on base. Jenkinson's on first. Schraff now the catcher. He will be the second batter of the inning. Pickoff move going to be close. Ooh, safe. And very, very close. Manti fans preparing to celebrate. And it's hard to argue that one. Could have gone either way. It was very close.
Very close play. Good pick move by Progreski. That's the first time we've seen that pick move today. He's kind of been slower on his other ones, but fires it over there this time.
Pitch is up, going to be bunted up, foul ball on the third baseline. And that was a go all the way. They have a lot of confidence in Schraft and his bunting. That was a hit and run.
Yep.
So Schraft with an 0-1 count. No outs. Runner on first. 28th batter faced by Progreski. Pitch is in. High strike, swing and a miss. It's strike 2. 0-2 the count.
Good pitch there by Progreski. Gets him chasing it. As the winds die back down here at Kearns again.
Another pickoff move. That one back easily for Jenkinson. No drama on that one.
No. Those are the kind of umpire like an easy call.
Yeah, that's right. Kyle Schraft, 0-2. There's the pitch, strike 3. Got him swinging. That's first out of the inning for the Manti Templars.
Yeah, nothing really special about that pitch. Just a fastball down the middle and just missed. But
Cameron Taylor now, the left fielders actually moved to, yeah, he stayed in, no, he didn't stay in left. I don't know where he went. Anyway, Taylor 0-2 so far on the day. And this one's going to be hit deep to center field. And the ball continues to float and float farther and farther, caught at the fence. And Jenkinson has to go back. Wow. That one just kept floating.
Yeah, it appeared to be a routine fly ball, but the ball just kept carrying and ended up catching it back on the warning track in center field, which is a pretty well hit ball. Good play there by Wright to get back and make the play.
Now Coy Cook, who's now playing right field, starting pitcher, as he comes up. Runner on first, that's Jenkinson. So Cook is 1 for 2 in the game so far with a single in the first inning.
Yeah, Cook very good with the bat.
Cleanup hitter for Grand, ball 1.
Yeah, Cook had a very impressive state tournament last year. He hopes to carry that on into this year as well.
Progreski with the pitch, and that one's going to be hit to the shortstop. Great play, going to make an attempt, can't quite get it, and that'll be a safe. And I'm not sure how you do that one. That play, I'm going to give that a single, mainly because it was a phenomenal play to even bat that ball down. Not much of a chance to play, and I thought the shortstop, Nelson, did a great job of getting over to it.
Great play by James Nelson, getting over to get that ball, and just about had the out at second, but with the toss, it's just a little high over to Jenkinson that rolled off his glove.
So I'm going to score that one a hit. I'm not the official scorekeeper, but I'm going to score it a hit. Ball 1 to Tanner White. He's the first baseman. He's 1 for 1 in the game with a walk. Runners on first and second. Manti up 4-2, but Grand threatening with 2 outs. And there's a hit to left field, and it's misplayed. It's going to go all the way to the fence, and that's going to score 2 runs. And it's going to be third base, going to be a play at third, and it's going to be safe at third. Tanner White gets on an error, and that ties it up.
Huge hit by Tanner White as he hits a line drive into left field, and the left fielder comes in on it, but is unable to make a play because as it slices away from him. That brings in 2 runs, the Grand Red Devils, and ties the score back up.
So now it's 4-4. Some excitement here at Gatesfield. And McElhaney can help out his cause from the mound by hitting at the plate. He is 0 for 2 in the game. First pitch is down and out, ball 1. So McElhaney. Ball inside, ball 2. 2-0. We're all tied up at 4, bottom of the 5th here. With that 2-0 count. Progreski with the pitch, strike, fouled off.
Yeah, that last hit by Tanner White, that's one of those game changers right there for either way. I mean, he makes the play and they're out of the inning, but doesn't make the play, and it's 2 runs for Grand.
Ball's hit up in the air, fouled off, strike 2, counts now 2-2, and officially White credited with a hit on that. There was an error on the play after, but it was a
hard hit ball.
It was a hard hit ball, landed at the feet of the left fielder.
Yep.
So tough play.
Great effort by the left fielder to get to that ball. And a good hustle by the center fielder there, backing him up to get the ball in.
McElhaney reaches, ball goes up in the air. It looks like it'll be out of play, and it will be. So the count remains 2-2. Exciting ball game here, 4-4. Bottom of the 5th, runner on third.
Yeah, that's
with 2 outs.
Sorry, Scott. That's what's nice with 2 Goliaths playing, is it's always jam-packed full of action.
This was going to be a base hit on the left side. McElhaney knocks it back into left field, and that'll be a single for McElhaney and another RBI, and that takes the Grand Red Devils up by 1, 5-4.
Yeah, now we're starting to see the bats of the Red Devils come alive, and McElhaney puts it into left field and brings in the RBI, and that'll put the Grand Red Devils up by a run.
Already 4 hits in the inning, so out of 6 batters, 4 hits. There is 2 outs, 1 strikeout, 1 fly out to center field, and the rest have been 4 singles. And Progreski gets a visit by the coach, and he'll stay in the game at pitcher. And Kyler Nelson now. He plays third base. He'll be up. He is 0 for 2 in the game so far. Batter batting the 7th position.
Been very impressive on the defensive side of things today.
There's a pitch, going to be chipped up. It's going to be trouble for the third baseman. And no, it's going to be a base hit as there's just no one to get there. The credit the shortstop for being close, but that was just another single for Kyler Nelson.
Yeah, that hit there, that's just out in no man's land, just behind third base and too far for the left fielder to run in and get, and the shortstop Nilsson nearly gets there with a diving effort, but it just came a little bit short.
Yeah, the bats for Grand have woken up. 5 hits in the inning so far, and they're up 5-4. Runners on first and second, still 2 outs with Dolphin up. He's 0 for 1 with a walk in the game. Pickoff move to second, and McElhaney gets back safely. Again, Dolphin the batter. There's a pitch, up, ball 1. That one was close. Might have actually got his shirt. It was pretty close.
Very close.
Be ball 2. Catcher will.
At first glance, I thought it got him on the shoulder, but apparently not.
If it did, it was only sleeve.
Yeah.
But it might have brushed his sleeve. 2-0 the count. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 down. Grand leads 5-4 on 3 fifth-inning runs in the bottom of the 5th.
That's one of those pitches where a good acting job comes in good for you.
It can. Pitch strike one. 2-1 now the count on Ronnie Dolphin. Again, 2 runners on, first and second. McElhaney and Nelson on base. Dolphin 2-1. Pitch is in, fouled off. Evens the count at 2. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two and 2 on the batter. Here's the pitch from Progreski. Down, pitch is going to be, the ball's going to be hit to the second baseman, and that'll do it for the inning. And Manti gets out of it, but not before Grand scores 3 runs on 5 hits with a runner left on base. So at the end of 5 innings, it's 5 for Grand, 4 for Manti when we come back. Pritchard, strike one as we start the top of the 6th inning. Pritchard batting in the 6th position, strike one. Graham County came back and scored 3 runs in the last inning on 5 hits. Pritchard chases a breaking ball. It'll be 0-2 the count on Pritchard. And they have the lead 5-4. Pritchard the leadoff batter in the top of the 6th inning. Pitch is up, going to be hit to the third baseman. Big hop. Here's the throw to first, and it is 1 down.
Yeah, good play there by the third baseman to record the first out of the inning. It was Tanner White at the plate at third base.
Darren McLean at the plate for Manti, playing right field. McLean is 1 for 2 in the game with a single in his last at bat, and this one's going to be another single up the middle, and a beautiful spot for McLean, and he'll lead off. He'll have another single, second of the game.
Yeah, a good hit there from McLean right back up the middle, and McElhaney actually has to jump out of the way before the ball gets him in the leg.
Yeah, no chance to make a play. So goes another single for the Manti Tempos. Trevor Olson now at the plate. He's got a single in his last at bat. He's 1 for 2 on the day. McLean with a big lead. Here's the pitch. Down, ball 1. McElhaney in his 2nd inning of relief. 4 grand. Again, the score 5-4 in the top of the 6th inning. Close call at first base. Batter is easily safe, however. The runner, that rather. 1 down. Count is 1 ball, no strikes for Trevor Olson, the first baseman. This is going to be a hit. Another single into left field. And so that's 2 singles in a row now for Manti. And that moves McLean to second base.
Yeah, the left fielder there went to pick up that ball and actually slipped, and he appears to be a little shaken up.
Yeah, looked like he could have had a leg injury the way that was looking.
Yeah, he looks to be in some pain out there in left field, but they're not gonna look at it.
Yeah, it looked like his knee kind of went out of the. I think it's Ronnie Dolphin, number 7. I believe that's correct. He moved from right field to left.
That is him.
And he stays in the game. Robinson now at the plate. He's the catcher. That's Kyle Robinson. Started the game with a triple and then struck out in his last at bats. He's 1 for 2. So we got a pinch runner, number 20 for Manti. And you'll have to get that name for me, Parker. I don't have it. Kyle Robinson with 2 runners on, 1 down, and Manti down 1, 5-4 in the top of the 6th. 1 out. McElhinney with the pitch. Ball 1, low. Much like Cook, McElhinney has been a lot of breaking balls.
Yeah.
Both pitchers very similar.
Yeah, been very successful with those breaking balls.
Foul ball. Robinson saw a pitch he liked, evens the count at 1.
Yeah, number 20, Logan Sondrup comes into pitch run at first base for Pritchard.
He comes in for Trevor Olson.
Olson. Excuse me, Olson.
1-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Up. Ball 2 on Kyle Robinson. Scott Langford, Parker Fales here from Gates Field on the campus of Kearns High School. Beautiful location. Turned out to be not a bad evening, even though we started 7 hours late. 5 hours late. There's a pitch. Fouled off. Strike 2. 2-2 the count. Try to get a couple scores for you on other games. Two and 2 the count. 1 down. Runners on first and second base. There's the pitch from McElhinney. There's a pitch. Going to be hit to the shortstop. Possible double play ball. There's 1 at second, but safe at first. So Robinson gets on a fielder's choice. And it'll be McLean advancing to third base.
That's a good hustle there by Robinson to get down the baseline to avoid that double play to end the inning.
Now Progreski will be coming up. He's 0 for 3 in the game. He did have an RBI on his last at bats.
And number 0, Casey Barnes, comes into pitch run at first base for Robinson.
Two down. Progreski chases it, and they will call it strike 1. Progreski 0-1. Runners on first and third for Manti. Here's the pitch. Strike 2. Swing and a miss. McElhinney warming up. So a couple of score updates. Delta 6, Parowan 1 in the bottom of the 4th. Miller defeated South Summit 9-1. Emory 10-2 over South Sevier. And Gunnison 8, Summit Academy 4. Pitch is down. Pass ball, and it's going to bring a runner in. It's going to be a close play at the plate. Nope, no play at the plate. And that's going to tie it up. Darren McLean comes in.
Wow. That's a huge play there for the Manti Templars. As the ball sneaks away from the catcher, they're able to get that tying run to come in. And also on the way back, the catcher loses focus, and Casey Barnes advances from first base to third base to put him in the scoring position. Huge play there for the Manti Templars.
All with 2 outs. So 1 hit in the inning so far. So Progreski with a 1-2 count has a big opportunity here.
Very impressed with the base running of Casey Barnes there to advance from first to third.
And Progreski fouls 1 off, stays alive. Probably not the pitch he wants.
Casey Barnes is only a sophomore.
And another fouled off by Progreski.
Progreski showing toughness here as he's battling. Get that go-ahead run in.
He's definitely battling. It's about 4 foul balls now. Still, the count remains 1-2. Here's the pitch for McElhinney. Down low. The ball's going to be passed. Another play at the plate. No good. safe, and Manti takes the lead as Kyle Robinson comes in and makes the score. So 2 costly errors by Grand in this inning.
Yeah, we've had 2 pass balls right there back to back, and it's been huge for the Grand Red Devils as the Manti Templars come back to take the lead without a hit.
Yeah, they did have 1 hit. Oh, actually, they had 2 hits.
2 hits this inning.
Yep. So Progreski continues to battle, and you can give him an assist with all the foul balls. Here's the pitch. Foul ball again. That's foul ball number 5 for Progreski.
2 runs scored, but I don't believe there's an RBI in this inning, is there?
No, 2 runs on 2 hits and two pass balls. Progreski with foul ball number 6. And TJ battling at the plate. And McElhaney pitching very well also.
Yeah, he is. He's throwing the ball well. Catcher struggling to stop that breaking ball, but it's a tough job they have to sit back there all game and get down in that dirt.
Certainly is. Low, ball 2. That was gutsy to hold that one. That was close. Progreski, a very good batter. 2-2. McElhaney with that. I thought that was a great pitch.
Yeah, great pitch.
Low, that's ball 4. So Progreski battles that one out, walks, and he'll be on first base.
Great at bat by Progreski. As he has 2 strikes on him, but comes all the way back battling and gets the walk. It's a very impressive at bat.
James Nelson, the shortstop now, up for Manti. He's got Progreski on first. The Templars lead 6-5. Pitch is low. This was going to be a pass ball as well, and Progreski goes to second base on the pass ball. Ball 1.
That is 3 pass balls this inning. They've come up to hurt the Red Devils as the base runner advances over to second base.
Progreski in scoring position. Nelson at the plate. Nelson for the game, 0 for 3 at the bats. McElhaney will step back off the rubber and reset as he talks to his catcher, Robinson. 1-0 the count. Here's the pitch. Ball. I thought that was going to be a strike. I didn't know. We're not in the very best vantage point. So.
Right. Where we were at looked good.
The umpire's been very consistent today.
Very consistent for both teams.
Strike 1. Strike 2, rather. 1-2 the count on Nelson. We got 2-2, I believe. 2 down, runner on second. The Templars lead 6-5. Progreski's on second. Here's the pitch, and there's a strike 2. You got to trust those little boys in the outfield. They had it right the whole time.
Yeah.
I had it in my book. I had 2 strikes. 2-2, 2 outs.
Wow.
And they're going to get Progreski, it looks like. So Progreski gets caught as he tries to steal, and the McElhaney hadn't made his motion, so he was able to throw the ball over to third, and that'll be the 3rd out in the inning. So for Progreski, it's 1-5 for the 3rd out of the inning. So Manti scores 2 runs on 2 hits and on 2 pass balls, and they don't leave anyone on the base. So after the top half of the 6th inning, it's Manti 6 and Grand 4. We'll be back with the bottom half of the 6th after this.
Leading off for the Red Devils, the shortstop, number 12, Braden
Welcome back to
Ward.
Gates Field. It's the bottom of the 6th inning, and it's 6 for the Templars and 5 for Grand. And for Grand, it'll be Braden Ward who'll start off the bottom of the 6th. He is the shortstop. Bunt up the right side, and it looks like Progressi is going to grab it, and it's going to be a called out. It wasn't close. I just couldn't see the call. So 1-3 for 1, and that'll bring up Adam Jenkinson, the leadoff batter for Grand. Jenkinson is 1 for 3 in the game so far. It's the bottom of the 6th. Grand down by 1. Here's the pitch. Ball 1. Just a reminder, coming up, we'll have Beaver North Severe in the other no-loss bracket. And the ball's going to be hit up in the air. Looks like it's going to be out of play. The catcher very close, but it's going to go out of play. So it's going to be strike 1-1. That ball kind of tailed back in the. Initially, it looked like it was going to go out of play easily, but then it just kind of stopped and slowed and made the catcher and the pitcher a little nervous. So Jenkinson with a 1-1 count back up. Again, it's Manti 6, Grand 5, bottom 6. Jenkinson steps out. Progreski gets ready with the pitch. And it's going to be hit up the gap. Nice hit up into left center field. And it'll be a single, leadoff single. Not a leadoff single. Single for Jenkinson. So base runner on. That's the tying run on first base. Number 25, Kyle Schraft. Kyle Schraft up to bat. He is 0 for 3 in the game so far. Been on base on an error. Jenkinson on first. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Progreski has pitched the whole way so far. This is his 6th inning. Bottom 6, 6-5. Manti with a 1-point lead. Tying runner on first base for Grand. Pickoff move. Safe at first.
Yeah, and we talked about how important it is to keep those innings for your pitchers, and it's tough when you get in these tight ball games to pull your ace out, you know. But you gotta make sure you reserve those innings for a time when they'll be needed.
That's correct. Progreski's pitch. Oh, it's a beanball off the helmet, and Schraft will go to first base.
Schraft goes straight down, right on home plate as it hits him right in the back of the head.
Yeah, I believe it did hit him in the helmet, which is fortunate. Definitely no malice on the beanball. No question about that one. Just a pitch that got away from Progreski.
Definitely.
So he'll get the walk and go to first. That'll advance Jenkinson to second base. So Schraft goes to first, takes his time. And the Grand coach, Meter's going to talk to the umpire. Had a nice talk with Coach Meter before the game, and it's a pleasure to talk to him. A lot of fun.
Was great guy, and he loves his team. He's got a lot of good players here, and they've had a great year. And it's been, according to him, it's been very enjoyable. And they're really excited to be here, and they feel like they have a good shot heading in here.
Yeah, no bad blood between these guys. So looks like these two teams don't mind playing each other. Good sports. And Progreski looks over at the first baseman and gives him a wave and makes sure he's okay. So 1 out, runners on first and second. So tying run on second, and the go-ahead run on first with Cameron Taylor up to bat, 0 for 3 on the day.
Yeah, both teams here are very classy. Lots of good kids on each side.
Pitch from Progreski, and it's going to be a hit by pitch as it hits the sleeve. And that might be all we see of TJ in this one, as that's bases loaded. And Manti coaching staff comes out, and Progreski missing a little bit up and in the last couple of pitches, and looks like he is done for the afternoon as Coach Nielsen comes out and talks to his team. kind of a critical juncture for any pitcher to come in. One down, bases loaded. And for Manti, let's just take a look and see.
Yeah, tight spot.
Let's see who Manti, as far as pitching goes. Nope, TJ stays in. Coach Nelson says we're going to go with you. And TJ, you know, we talked to him before the game. Great young man. And like you said, Parker, I think, you know, we're very fortunate that all of these young men were able to talk to some kids on both teams. Great kids, a lot of fun, and two great teams.
Yeah, it's great to get to know these kids, and they're very classy kids, and they control themselves in a very good way.
Bases loaded, one down, ball one for Pogreski. Coy Cook up to bat. He's playing right field. He is 2 for 3 in the game. So your your cleanup batter. Here's the pitch. Pogreski throws a pitch, almost falls down as he loses his footing on the mound, but a great pitch, 1-1.
Yeah, and Coy Cook up to bat. He's got a very strong bat with bases loaded. Could spell trouble for the Templars.
It's going to be a hit into the right field. That one's going to score a couple and possibly 3 as it goes all the way to the fence. And Cook uses his speed to get to second base. They do push it, and that's going to clear the bases. And none of the Grant County players felt like one of the players missed the base. And the runner comes in behind. That's 3 RBI double for Coy Cook. And the Grant County Red Devils retake the lead 8-6.
Yeah, that's a 3 RBI double right there for Coy Cook. Very impressive as he takes it to the right center gap. We talked about the bat that he has, and he, even with his grounders, even his grounders are hard hit balls. He hits the ball very well.
So now Grant will go out and he's going to talk to the umpire. Not sure what he's going to talk about. Might have been interference.
I believe he's speaking about the third baseman Albie stepping in the way of a runner rounding third. I believe that's what his argument is.
And I heard a lot of fan yelling, and I didn't see what actually happened. Maybe there was a bump at third base.
A little bit of hesitation there as the runner came around third, and Albie was just looking to make a play, but was in the way of the runner. I believe that's why he's talking to the home plate umpire, because that is his call at third base.
Might have been. We'll have to see what they're going to do now. Manti will come out and talk to the. So now, I'm not exactly sure what happened there. I believe.
He appealed one of the runners missing.
Okay, so.
Oh wow.
He appealed one of the runners missing at the base, so that will take away one of the runs. We're not sure which one. It takes away one of the runs, so that will only give 2 RBIs to Coy Cook. And we don't have any idea which one. Ball's going to be fouled off by Tanner White.
I believe
strike one.
I believe it was a runner coming into home plate.
Into home plate. And the catcher did stand on the first base and appealed, and so that's why the coach came in. Got it. There's a pitch, strike 2, fouled off. So a big break for Manti as that takes it back down to a 1-score lead. 7-6 still our score in the bottom of the 6th inning. Grand has it. And right now it's 0-2 with now 2 outs. I don't even know how you score that exactly. Ball's hit high. It's going to be could be in a little bit of trouble. Shortstop over and makes the grab, and that'll do it for 6. And another exciting inning for these two. Graham comes back, scores 2, and retakes the lead 7-6. It'll come down to the top of the 7th inning. Manti has to score in order to stay alive in this game when we come back. Welcome back to Gates Field. Scott Langford, Parker Fells with you. And the top of the 7th, it comes down to this as Manti has called out was Schraft,
Yes.
who got hit in the, was it Schraft or I think it might have been Cameron Taylor.
Taylor
Got hit in the head with the ball, and he missed the plate. And then as he crossed home plate, one of his players said, "You missed the plate," tried to push him back, but then the player behind him scored before he could get back to the plate. And so the catcher appealed, and the batter was called out. So what was a 2-run lead is now a 1-run lead, and you hate to lose a run on just missing the plate.
Yeah, that's tough. That's a good heads-up play, though, by the catcher there to catch that for Manti.
So McElhaney has pitched 3 innings, and he'll be finishing up here for Grand in the top of the 7th. Again, Nelson, Jenkins, Albee, that's 2, 3, 4 up for Manti. In the game for Nelson, he is 0 for 3. This is the first time Nelson has faced McElhaney. Ball 1 to Nelson. McElhaney surveys. There's the pitch. Down, ball 2. A little down and in. 7-6 our score, Grand on top. Top of the 7th. Manti has to score to stay alive in the game. 1 to tie, 2 to win. Well, 2 to take the lead. Strike on the 3rd pitch. 2-1 our count.
Nelson appearing to be very patient at the plate, waiting for McElhaney to come at him with some strikes.
Nelson low, ball 3. All 3 at bats. Nelson has hit on the left side, fly to left, and then 2 hits right to the 3rd baseman. Count is 3-1. Hitters count. Nelson, strike 2. Thought that was a little low. It's very close, and we have a full count.
Yeah, that's a pitch that could have gone either way, but decided to give the strike there on the outside corner. Big pitch coming up here.
Full count. Here it comes. Pitch is up. Going to be hit to the left. To the 3rd baseman. Throw over, and the batter's out. Nelson has had a day with Kyler Nelson. So Nelson to Nelson as they hit that, as he's hit him 3 straight times. Now Jenkins up. Jenkins in the game 1 for 3 with a single in the 3rd inning. There's pitch, ball 1, a little high. The pitch didn't break. 1-0 the count. Here's the pitch. Swing, strike 2. Strike 1, ball 1.
Can they still hear us?
No. No, we're down. 1-1's count.
Yep.
Technical difficulties, but we're back now. Not sure how far we're off. It's 7-6. Grand with a 1-point lead. Tying runner on first base. There's 1 down, and the count is 2-1 to Tyler Albee. Albee in the game is 1 for 2 with a walk. Here's a pitch. Albee hits a single into left field, and that's going to put the go-ahead run at first and the tying run at second.
Yeah, that's a sharp hit ball. Line drive just in the gap between shortstop and 3rd base. A good at-bat by Tyler Albee there.
So Derek Wright comes up. He's 1 for 3 in the game with a single in the 2nd inning. So Derek Wright comes up. Again, we had technical difficulties. Not sure how long we were down, but we apologize for that. Internet a little sketchy sometimes. But we're glad to have you all here. And Coach Nelson comes to talk to Coach Jenkins. And I'm going to see if he speeds up a runner or if he does a substitution for the batter. Again, we're batting batter number 5, Derek Wright. He's the center fielder. And I think we are going to do a change, as they are going to have a pinch runner come in the game for Manti. And he's going to replace Jenkins on the bases. And Jenkins gives a big old smile and a high five to 00. We'll have to see if we can get his name.
Casey Barnes is his first name.
Now Grand will take a timeout as coach.
Yeah, it's Casey Barnes that comes into pinch run for Jenkins at second base.
A lot of pressure for Barnes.
Yeah, Casey Barnes is a sophomore. Here in,
It's kind of a pressure-packed situation.
is.
Down 1, 7-6, and again, McElhaney has done a nice job from the mound. He's got a 1-point lead, 7-6. There's runners on first and second, 1 down, and up to the plate is Derek Wright.
Yeah, I noticed
The center
that
fielders.
the Red Devils have a new catcher behind the plate, and that's Dolphin. It's Tyler Jordan Dolphin.
I didn't even notice that change. You're right, though. Here's a pitch for McElhaney, and it's going to be a line drive. This will end the game for the Grand Red Devils. They defeat the Manti Templars. Line drive to the shortstop will end the game, and Grand will advance. And a tough break for the Templars. That ball hit right to the shortstop behind the batter, and that's just a tough spot for the pinch runner to be in, as the shortstop right exactly where he needed to be.
And yeah, that was a very hard hit ball by Wright, and the shortstop made a great play to catch that ball as he fell over catching it and got up and ran over to second to get the out to end the game. And a very eventful game, and it was a hard-fought game by the Templars and the Red Devils as well.
Certainly is. So the Grand County Red Devils will advance to the semifinal game, and they'll take on the winner of Beaver North Sevier for the game. Grand defeats Manti unofficially on 9 hits, 7 runs on 9 hits, and the Templars had also 9 hits, and they only scored 6 runs. And the difference in this one was a little bit of just who made the fewer mistakes. Mistakes really made a difference in this one, and that's the way it goes. So our final here in the first quarterfinal game, Grand moves on. They defeat the Manti Templars 7-6, and you can switch over the streams to the Beaver North Sevier stream, and I believe the game will start in approximately 1/2 hour. So we'll be back with more championship baseball action from Gates Field after this.